Okay.
I would take one. Thank you.
I might need one.
That's all right.
That was the last one I had, sorry.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I got it here somewhere.
He has it, okay.
Are we ready to go, folks?
Yes, please.
All right, good evening, everybody. I'm going to call to order the joint meeting of the Committee of Infrastructure and Police Commissioners. This meeting is being held on Wednesday, August 13, at 6:31 p.m. in the Automatic Chamber. Last night, I did say a 7 o'clock start inadvertently, but it seems like we're closer to it, but I'd like to thank Alderman Dowd for emergency coming in, so I appreciate it. Yeah, so 6:31 is the start. Okay, will the clerk please call the roll?
Okay. Commissioner Nicholas Dahl. Commissioner Gwen Crayola.
Speaking here.
Commissioner James Tolner. Alderman Chris Thibodeau.
Here.
Alderman John Sullivan. Alderman Richard Dowd.
Present.
Alderman Patricia Clee is here. And Alderman at Large Michael O'Brien.
Present. We have 5 members present, and therefore I will declare a quorum. Could you also mention who else is in attendance,
Yes, we also
please?
have Director Cummings, Mr. Lemire from GPI, Mr. Hunter from Whiting Turner, and Lieutenant Albert.
Okay, welcome all. Thank you. I'm going to now turn to Administrative Services Director Tim Cummings, but before we do so, we do have a schedule. I heard earlier that when's the next meeting? So if you got a phone, it is scheduled. I'll mention again at the end of the meeting, but it is scheduled for September 3rd here in the Automatic Chamber, and we'll probably go with a 6 o'clock start.
Perfect.
We
I
have to
would've-
because we have finance at
Yeah,
7.
I would imagine that makes sure, that's the way this group is leaning, 6 o'clock people, so. So you could put that in your phones or your personal calendars, and that would be good. So therefore, without further ado, I look to Director Cummings. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just want to note for the record, I don't see public comment happening, and I do believe there may be approval of minutes. Are you doing that?
No, we have introductory remarks first, and then we have public comment.
Oh, I apologize. I was down on the agenda.
Get with the script.
I have no introductory remarks.
Okay, none?
Thank you.
Okay, so now we have
All right,
public comment.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and as noted, there's nobody in the audience, so I think we can skip by public comment. So you're right, now is the approval of minutes. Can I have a motion, please?
Absolutely. Mr. Chairman, I motion to approve the minutes of the July 9th, 2025 meeting.
Okay, we can go by voice vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. General progress update. Director Cummings.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I'm going to take the opportunity at this time to tell the group that we are making good and substantial progress on the project. In a moment here, I'm going to hand it over to our owner's project manager, Tim Lemire, to go into a little bit more detail. I would say at this time, we're probably a quarter to a third of the way through the project. 40% specifically, I'm hearing from our owner's project manager. So we're just under halfway through the project at this point in time. I believe we are making good progress, and Mr. Lemire, right now, will go into some more details about the project to date.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Lemire, please.
Yes, just a quick project update. So the current status of the project shows that we have, our earthwork operations are 85% complete with now all of our excavation work is complete as part of that 85% complete. So that's a big milestone for us to be working now vertically out of the ground with any new features. The garage structure is now about 40% complete, and we're looking to now begin structural steel erection very shortly here, and that's also with our foundation work done, our slabs done. That's also some positive milestones being achieved with the new mobile command center garage. And interior work for the renovation work is about halfway done, and we are now moving into some of the low voltage electrical and security and some features like that. So that's really the beginning of the end of some of the interior work, which is a great sign. Some design things remaining that we're working currently on is the backup generator for the entire building, 9 and 11 Riverside. And also, we have one outstanding design currently in progress, and that's to include EV chargers for an unrelated vehicle that's coming in the near future for the police. Current contract actions that we have right now before the committee that will be seeking votes on later is a change notification 14, and that is the rock excavation, but that was the last bit of digging we had done for the foundation and the regrading where we uncovered more rocks. So we had some large rocks we uncovered earlier in the project. This was the last bit we encountered just before we finished excavation operations. CN 16 is adding vertical granite curb around one of the condenser units that's in the parking lot behind 9 Riverside, and that was really not part of our original design, but during construction, we felt the condenser unit would be vulnerable to traffic where we're parking the mobile command truck in the garage, so we want to add the vertical granite curb there, so that's another small no-cost change that we're adding to the project. Another change is owner's change order 3, and that encapsulates changes 7, 11, 12, and 13, which were all approved during the July 9th meeting. So there's nothing new in that, but that's just contractually changes those notifications into an actual change order. And we have before you tonight Whiting Turner's July pay requisition at $210,079.02, and that's for work up through July 31, 2025. And overall project cost, so Whiting Turner's GMP contract with the city remains unchanged from what it has been at $2.3 million, and with the July pay requisition, they would currently be at $900,000 billed and 40% complete, which matches what we see in the field. So that's what we like to track. My analysis of the project, also this is going to look familiar, is we have a project cost of $3.5 million, which includes the Whiting Turner GMP, the owner's soft cost and contingencies, and also includes in the owner's contingency some money for other approved work that we haven't been under contract for yet, like the parking lot design or other police projects. And I'm going to turn it over to Adam.
Before you do that, if I may, Mr. Chairman.
You may, thank you.
Thank you. So if you noticed the budget and how we're trending on this project, as I said, we were a third. It's more accurate to say we're about 40% complete. We're nearing almost halfway on this project, and I don't believe we've actually authorized any additional dollars to this project out of owner's contingency. So that's something to be very proud of, that we have not utilized owner's contingency to date. It has been all handled within the GMP by moving differing allotted monies from differing lines to cover costs and other other lines that may have been a little bit short, and that's to Whiting Turner's credit. So I just wanted to take a moment and thank Mr. Hunter for his efforts in helping bring this project clearly along in a very sound financial way. And by doing that, it may leave us an opportunity to talk in the near future about additional projects that need to occur on site. As Mr. Lemire was talking about, we always had it a little bit in our back of our mind to start designing a parking lot. And we didn't necessarily want to do that until we got through a certain level of construction. We're nearing that point now, and I wanted to tease out to the group that I would anticipate either at the next meeting or the meeting after, I would be looking to see us actually obligate those funds that we have earmarked for this project. So, for a parking lot design. So I wanted to just add that to the presentation and project update this evening, and now hand it over to Mr. Hunter to talk a little bit more detail. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Lemire gave a pretty solid update, but I'll just kind of go through some of the work that's been completed over the last month and what we can expect over the next month or so. We have completed the structural framing inside the building, which allowed us to close in the new transit side data center. And once that happened, we were able to start installing the electrical panels, start installing raceway on the walls, and start putting the infrastructure in place to be able to build the racks in that new data center. Shifting to outside, we completed the concrete slab. The foundations were done last month, but we were able to kind of continue on the exterior side of the foundations by putting in waterproofing and by installing the insulated panels that go up against the foundation. And then the steel erection, as Tim had stated, is actually nearing completion shortly here in the next couple of days. We're looking for final inspections on the structural steel placement outside. So moving into the next month, we are starting to look at interior doors and hardware. Some of the doors and hardware have started to arrive, so those are going in. They're installing low voltage racks in the data center to prepare for the eventual swap over of moving all of the transit side data points into the new room. So that outage will happen in the next month. I think it's scheduled for a couple Sundays from now. We are continuing with the security work, so they're doing rough-in for the new cameras. They're doing rough-in for the new card readers at various doors throughout the facility. And then shifting outside, we're going to begin roofing, sheathing. We'll begin some venting panels that go on the roof, the vapor barriers, and then eventually move into starting wall panels. And then lastly, we're looking to get the perimeter fence started, get that contractor to mobilize in the next month as well. We're working on some final layouts with the police department to make sure that, everybody, the new layout is going to work for everybody's needs. And that's more or less where we're at.
Okay, great. And Mr. Chair, I'd just like to add one thing for the group to be cognizant of, and that is with the amount of work to be performed in August, as you can see with the structural steel and a lot of the data and security work inside the building, we're at about 40% complete through July 31, but I expect there to be a significant jump in the month of August, possibly another 20% of contract value just in August with the structural steel, possibly. So as we go into the September 3rd meeting, I'd just like the group to see what we have for progress and know it could be a pretty impactful month for the project.
Very good, it's good to hear. Director Cummings, anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, I Thank you, gentlemen, for the update. Sounds like we're moving forward to join in with Director Cummings. We have been pretty good, very fortunate with our contractors and staying right on point and not having any overrun. So I'm not going to jinx us. Let's hope it can continue, you know. Director Cummings, we have 3 invoices here.
I have a question.
Oh, you have a question? Go ahead.
Sorry. I just want to ask a question. I think that probably it's something that gets asked. It's kind of an elephant in the room, if you don't mind, Mr. Chairman. And to the Mr. Lemire and probably Director Cummings as well. When we have these significant savings, I assume it's because when we build these contracts, we build in the potential for like overages, not just that and so on. And when we stay on track and we do as much savings as possible, that's why we have this potential savings, so that's why we can do that. Is that correct? So the little note I wrote is, how do we save such significant monies? If you could just kind of explain it to people that are listening. I don't want anybody to say that we pad this and that's how we do it. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Understood, and if I may, Mr. Chairman.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So I think there's, in full disclosure, there is probably me being a very conservative person when it comes to numbers. And so I tend to want to make sure we're always in a position to be able to report that we're under budget. The last thing I ever want to do is be in a position where I have to ask for additional monies. That's just my style. So that, coupled with Whiting Turner's strong management of this project and knowing when to buy the project out and having good qualified subs with numbers that are very economically priced that we otherwise wouldn't have access to in the market, are a combination of factors that have allowed us to have a project come in where it is to date. But I will also hand it over to Mr. Hunter if he wants to add anything to my comments right there.
No, thank you. The only thing I would add is that we did, there's a couple of smaller packages that we were able to get buyout. And for those that don't know, that's, you know, we had a contract value going into the project, but, you know, market conditions changed, so we went back out for pricing and were able to de-scope and provide the contract to someone else at a cheaper rate. So we had a couple of opportunities to make some savings there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And if I could, Mr. Chairman, that's one of the reasons
Absolutely.
why. Thank you. It's one of the reasons why I recommend having a construction manager type approach to projects, because of that type of expertise that they can bring to projects.
Thank you. Excellent answer. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, Director Cummings, we have 3 approval of invoices here. Can we carry that in one motion?
Mr. Chairman, they're all for 3 different vendors, so I would recommend 3 separate motions this evening.
Okay, we'll handle it one at a time then. All right, we're going to go to approval of invoices. Alderman Clay.
Thank you. At this time, I motion to approve the July 31st, 2025 Whiting Turner invoice in the amount of $210,079.02.
Okay, you heard the motion. Discussion on the motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I would appreciate that we could have this information a little more than 5 minutes before this meeting so that we could look through this. And I'm sorry, but it's very difficult to vote on something when you have not had time to see it. And I was only given this package when I walked in.
This has been online.
It was never sent to my email.
Yeah, if I may, Mr.
Yes, why don't you handle this,
I
Director?
apologize, and I will make sure that we get the packet to the individual police commissioners in a more timely manner, and I will do better next time around.
I appreciate that, and I thank you on behalf of the commissioners.
Do you have the packet now?
I was given it 5 minutes ago.
Do you want to take 2 minutes to look at it?
If Mr. Cummings could point me to which invoice we are looking at, I would be happy.
So I'd happily do that, and we are just starting the requisition process, which is,
That might be a sub.
I don't think so. Application for payment?
Yeah, the subs have individual ones.
No. There it is.
Keep going.
That's this one right here.
the main one.
Yep, that's right here. It's right at the very beginning. So that's it right there.
And-
Page 1 of 4. Yep, that's it.
And,
Yep.
and-
If
All right.
you would be kind enough to give me a minute?
Sure.
Yeah, hold on, before you go, miss, before you go back to your chair, why don't you look at the other two as well? So, okay?
Yep.
Be a little bit more efficient here.
Mr. Chairman?
Here, I was going to
There's
say,
about 70 pages
Tim,
That all
that are
deal
in
with
this one.
I wanted you to tag her.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, if you would, thank you, I appreciate that.
So I'll just do that one right there.
Okay,
And then that's going to be about 70 pages. So bear with me.
I'm sorry, but I hate to approve anything.
I understand. If you pick up where your thumb is here, okay, keep going. That's part of Whiting Turner still.
Thank you. So right here. Tim. Is this you right here?
Yep, yep.
All right, so can you find that
Yep.
for me?
Yep.
Yeah?
If I can just get your
Oh,
packet.
of course.
Yep.
Oops, it's kind of in pieces,
It's
the
okay.
staples in the hole.
Yeah, go backwards a little bit. Yeah, it's right in between because they're small.
Yeah.
Okay,
Valley
there's the-
Sorry,
Messenger.
I'm an electrical engineer, I look at everything.
No, that's fine. And the next one was
LBA is the
LBA
next
is the
page.
next page. There you go.
Okay, so those are the three
These are the three
invoices
invoices.
that have,
Okay.
that are cost loaded. The other contract actions are not, they don't have,
Any
Dollar amounts to
Dollar
it.
amounts to it.
Okay, perfect. If you could, if
Yep,
you could
take your
continue and give me a minute.
No, I'm going to give you a minute, but to expedite things, the motion has been made, and I will wait, Commissioner Corello, until you
Thank you,
caught up.
sir.
I'll give you a
I will
couple.
make this very
But
quick.
questions on the motion? Alderman Dowd?
Yeah, Tim, I think you ought to give a hard copy to everybody in advance.
Will do.
I mean, I can get it online, but I'm not printing out that package on my paper, and so,
Donna gives it to me. I get it from Donna.
yeah, so if you could just, like, for the Alderman, you can put it in our boxes.
Yes, that's what I'll do. Moving forward, I'll just have them printed out and either put in the boxes or I'll make
If you
sure.
send me an email, I would be more than happy to look at, but I did not receive an email.
So I'm used to using hard copies for all the invoices for schools, so, because Sean and I are the ones that go through them in detail.
Sure. Happy to do that.
Donna, sound good.
Okay.
Chris, you okay with online, or do you want a hard copy?
No, I'm good with online.
Are you all set with the pending question?
I am, thank you, sir.
Okay. Any further discussion, Alderman, excuse me, Commissioner Coelho?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, then, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, Commissioner Coelho, we're going to the next item, which is the GPI. So Alderman Clee, can I have a motion, please?
Absolutely. Mr. Chairman, I motion to approve the July 22, 2025 Greenman Peterson Incorporated invoice in the amount of $4,695.98.
Okay, and Commissioner Coelho, I'm going to give you a second to take a look at that.
Thank you, I appreciate that, sir. Is this within the, budget with
Yes.
no overrun?
Yes.
Yes.
Then fine, I have no problem.
Okay. Any other discussion on the motion?
The other suggestions in the motion, you should probably put for the type of work that was performed.
That would be for owner project manager services?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the motion should read, Alderman Dowd?
You don't have to do it this one, because we all know it, but in the future, especially for public consumption.
Okay, you
they
make
wanna
a
know what
note of
it's
that,
for.
Director Cummings, thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay, no other questions? Okay, then I'll move for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to a next one, Commissioner Carrillo, is the Laval Bressinger Architects invoice. All right, so can I have a motion?
Sure.
Alderman Clee.
Can I have one moment, please? to
Yes,
get
you
a
may.
review?
Well, I'll give you a moment. We just need to make the motion.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, you'll have the second afterwards. Alderman Clee, can you
Okay,
make the
yeah.
motion? Then it's open for discussion.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to approve the July 21st, 2025 La Valley Bressinger Architects invoice in the amount of $8,043.20.
All right, Alderman Dowd has a
Yeah,
question.
I assume this is just for the hours spent by La Valley on this project on design, so it's an hourly wage
Correct.
invoice.
Thank you, because that was the question I was going to ask.
Okay.
I have no problem.
You're good? Any other questions? Anybody? All right, outstanding. I will then call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of new construction proposals. Alderman Clay, can you make the pending motion?
Absolutely. At this time, I motion to approve the Whiting Turner Contractor Company change notification number 14 for rock excavation, change notification number 16 for granite curb, and other change order number 3 for change notifications 7 and 11 through 13.
Okay. Commissioner, you got what we're talking about here?
I do.
Okay, change orders, very good. All right, you need time, you're all set?
I'm fine.
Okay, outstanding. Any discussion on the pending motion? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
So the rocks and the curves are like unknown unknowns.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, this project isn't too far away from Ledge Street, so, you got to keep that in mind, so, yes, indeedy. General financial overview. Director Cummings, you want this one?
Mr. Chairman, we covered it during the overview earlier, so I'm not going to say anything further at this time.
Okay. Old and miscellaneous business items, no, you do. Okay, Director Cummings,
Yes,
excuse me.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have one item I want to just kind of bring to the body's attention. It's more for your edification, so you're aware of something that has recently come to our attention. And so, as you may know, the police department is in desperate need of a new roof. And through a separate effort, we here at the Board of Aldermen authorized monies for a roof replacement. For those of you who may not know, that roof is in dire shape, and we really don't want to get through another winter or go through another winter. So what I want to make everyone aware of is there will be a roof project that will be separate from this. It would not go through the joint committee. It's deferred maintenance. But we are going to be utilizing Whiting Turner. They have graciously agreed to honor their terms in the existing contract that we have with them. But it will be a separate contract that will be approved by the police commissioners, the finance committee. But the reason why we are doing this is because of their knowledge of the building and their subcontractors that they have on hand that will be able to move expeditiously to try to get this roof replaced before the winter season. And so if anyone hears anything out there, I wanted you all to be aware that this is on the horizon and there will be more information to come, but I wanted folks to know because this is a priority project. I'm happy to take any questions that may arise.
Alderman Dow.
I'm going to assume that that project's going to be moved to this joint committee, so not having two separate joint committees. This committee, the way it's structured right now with the police project, can handle both.
If I could, Mr. Chairman?
Absolutely.
I'll double check that. I was under the impression that this would go, it would be a finance committee project because it's deferred capital maintenance. It's not a building project, but I can double check that.
I think by Alderman Dowd's inquiry, we're available if needed.
Appreciate that, thank you.
But I have full confidence in the Finance Committee. But I do have a question. We got 5 fire station roofs that
Yep.
we are looking at, and now the police department. And the police department and fire department, they're not like cats and dogs. They get along beautifully, you know what I mean? So is there any chance to look at
The fire department's roofs?
yeah, I mean, would that be like a potential for a discount? Is that something for negotiable purposes?
A BOGO?
Might be more like 4 for, Mr. Hunter, do you want
I
to?
mean,
Can we get a BOGO?
I'm not looking for an answer this evening. I'm just saying, is this an opportunity to look at something? And,
To answer your question, yes, there would definitely be an opportunity to work more efficiently considering the projects that we have around the city right now and the staff we have local.
okay, then I will appoint Director Cummings as the lead on this.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I see,
Alderman Dowd, yes.
I think we ought to check, because I think the fire department may have moved out. We provided the money for the roofs, and they may have moved out because on already getting
Yeah,
somebody
well,
to do.
I'll double check.
Check on that.
I'll double check that, and if it's the pleasure of the body, we'll work in that direction.
You know, I'm just kind of thinking of, rubbing 2 pennies together to get a deal here.
I love rubbing 2 pennies together.
I have nothing to do with the President Trump, but I mean, this seems like an opportunity, so. And, yeah, all right, so why don't you take a peek?
Will do. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Alderman Dowd. Hopefully they, haven't signed a
I
contract.
think the fire department got tired of putting the pots out at night to catch the raindrops,
Oh, it's a son we got. Yes, yes.
especially tonight.
I used to sit in Arlington Street and just watch the rain come down the walls, knock off the plaster. It was a lot of fun. Yes, nothing was on TV,
So, Mr. Chairman, that concludes all the business that I had for you this
Good.
evening. I believe we will be looking to have a next meeting on September 3rd at 6 PM here in
Yes.
the Aldermanic Chamber.
Okay. And for everybody's notification, Director Cummings will make sure that you all get a hard copy packet. For the aldermen on the committee, it will be in your slot. You also, Director Cummings, can you notify online that email that it is in your inbox? And for you, Commissioner, we'll see if we can get shipped over to your
Thank you.
liaison. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chairman, I do have one question. because
Absolutely, you may ask.
Obviously, I did not have time to look through this whole package, but in flipping through it very quickly, there is a change proposal from Riley Electrical Contractor. Could someone please explain the additional $1,226 in that change proposal?
Who's got Riley under their wing?
It would be Whiting Turner.
Okay.
It doesn't really quite explain that I can understand what that is.
Thank you.
I'm sure it's a subcontractor to one of the prime contractors.
Okay. Again, this is why it would be very helpful to have this information ahead of time.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I can-
Please.
Yeah, sure. In looking at the change proposal from Relco, that is a subcontractor to Whiting Turner that is performing all the electrical, the high voltage, and some of the low voltage work inside the building. This particular change is, it is the value to between Whiting Turner and their subcontractor is, oh, maybe I'm looking at one that's 3,800. But the value to the contract does not add money because that money existed in the contract in a contingency. So in this particular case, this was for light switches in the office spaces in 9 Riverside that were formerly DPW office engineer spaces. And those are all being retrofitted out for motion sensor switches because the police do not fully occupy these offices. And so what we're doing is putting in motion sensors so we can cut back on the electric bill to the 9 Riverside half of the building because the police don't occupy it the same way the DPW staff did. And to finally answer your question, so the dollar amounts in here, the subcontractor is getting paid from Whiting Turner, but the city is not paying Whiting Turner any additional funds because we did have some electrical contingencies for things like this that it's hard to capture during design, but come up during construction that helps us be a little bit more efficient with our operating costs.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Thank you, I appreciate that. As an electrical engineer, I do
Yeah,
understand.
thank you.
Okay. And Commissioner, you can expect us throughout the whole process of having change orders come forward. It
I'm
happens.
very familiar with that.
Okay.
I'd just like to know ahead
Okay.
of time so that I
Right,
can
we promise we
review.
won't. The police department's fantastic. They don't want gold toilet seats. That's not going to happen. So,
No, just the fire department.
No, for the record.
Don't go
Fire
there.
department would not want that either, nor the DPW.
Sorry.
All right, are we good? Any other business? Okay, good. Thank you guys for coming. It is a rotten weather night tonight, and thank you for enjoying my levity.
Thank you, Mr.
And-
Chairman.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mr.
and
Chairman.
that said, Alderman Clay.
Yes, at this time, I'd like to make a motion for adjournment.
I'll
Okay, we
second
have
that.
a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'll declare the meeting adjourned at 7:07.